Man, who even plays Pokemon anymore? Right there. Come on, guys. Who even plays this game? Get out of here. What was I doing? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. I've been listening to this song for a long-ass while I was setting shit up. This is obnoxious as all hell. At least there's a gym that I can save myself from this continued eternal torment. Alright. Here we go. Let's go and start doing the do, huh? I don't know if we're really ready for more gyms, but, you know. Okay. How many badges we got? We got 4 here. We got 1 here, so we're at 5 badges. Alright. Alright. I'm going up here, and then I'm gonna go over here. Oh, we're doing this now. Okay. This gym has slippery floors. It's fun, isn't it? Yeah, actually it is. But hey, we're not playing games here. This is serious. This is a very serious matter. What are you doing not taking this as serious as I am? Hey! This is a serious game. Dude, we are literally ice skating around with the momentum of a goddamn rocket ship. You think we are not having fun while doing this? Get out of my house. Also, ice type hype. Cheers to ice. Cheers, ice. You do you. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we call not a good matchup for Nacho. Well, he needs experience, so he's just gonna deal with it for right now. I could take it. Maybe. Honestly, this thing probably has different stats, so... yeah, maybe. I'm gonna roll the dice on it anyway. Earthquake, baby! Ooh, yeah, son. Not even close. Now we gotta go leave and heal and... alright. You see how serious we were? It was a very serious moment. This isn't a laughing matter. No jokes. We're taking this too light. Come on now. This is Pokemon. This is a life and death situation. It was actually just like cockfights, so it makes sense. Gotta change up the music. Wait a minute. Why are you like this? I don't want that. We're going back to that one. Okay. We're going red, blue, and yellow, baby. Can I stop, please? Ow. Owie. So can we stop? That one was just like I was like in the middle of like inhaling or something. Ooh. That one graced my bosom in a very painful way. Oof. Don't have bad hiccup burps, kids. It's not a great idea. Oh! I guess I'm dead now. Huh. Well, that's a damn shame. See, this is what I meant by I'm not certain if I'm even ready for this gym, because I'm still underleveled from the mooks, you know? I think I'm gonna go venture up, once I'm done with all these trainers, I'm gonna go venture up to the Lake of Rage and see what adventures we can... Oh, okay, you go, let's do this now. We'll just... that's just fantastic. Son of a bitch. Eat fire, fucker. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm done with you and all of your shit, son. Fuck you. Yeah, man, fuck you. Yeah. Man. Gotta be putting on the funky-ass voices, don't I? When I'm shit-talking some rando NPC in a fucking kid's game. You're going a fuck spree again. Gotta calm down. And I mean that more in the word sense rather than the actual sexual content sense. I mean, look at me. Do you think I'm ever going that in the sexual sense? Come on now, let's be serious. Let's be real here for a second. I get it, I am an unadulterated man of sexual prowess, but even I have standards. Let's go roller coaster my way around. Hello, friend. Hello. Shut your face. I need to find a way to Iceman over here. Douglas. Hello, Douglas. Hello, Shelder. Oh, yo, Shelder's pretty cool. I like Shelder. I like Cloyster. Cloyster's real cool. I also like Slowbro. So, this is like a double whammy of cool Pokemon. I am definitely all for this game. Shelder is like a 2-in-1 package. Reminds me of Shedinja and Ninjask. That's value. Stop killing Nacho, please. I just need him to live for just a little bit. Just one attack, and then we're golden. Because I want him to get some kind of XP, because he's getting under-leveled, baby. Here we go. Bye-bye, Mr. Shelder. Mr. Shelly boy. Oh, Yugi boy. Here's another fucking thing you got. I don't think I've mentioned in a whole lot of these videos. I'm a big fucking Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. I haven't played it as much anymore nowadays, but I'm still into it, you know? I at least follow it. I just haven't been into it as much. But I'm still like, you know, I'm still there. I just don't actively play as much anymore. Hello, Mr. Don't withdraw from me! Don't do that! Get returned. Oh, we're this kind of cloister. Okay. Wow. Yeah. We're this kind of cloister. Oh. Okay. Yeah, alright. No. Fucking garbage. I just want everyone to know that this is a big old sack of shit. This Cloyster is a fuckboy. Cloyster also looks like a vagina, if you didn't know. The weird ocean ball demon that resides inside is also modeled after a vagina. Alright, I still would say I'm definitely underleveled. Just a touch. Not like crazy amount, but if I beat this next gym leader, they're gonna all spike again, and it's just gonna get really out of hand, if I'm gonna be entirely honest. So, let's head up north. I guess it's through here. Oh yeah. Just like Joe Schmo house. Hello, friend! I can do so much with my Pokemon. It's super fun. I'm waiting for, like, Beth or Becky or Bethany, whatever her name is, to call. And then all those hours of therapy will all be gone. I did not want a Sludge Bomb. That is not exact correct. Oh no. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, get out of here. You sack of garbo. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh yeah, baby. That's what we're talking about. Big ol' earthquakes right to your face. Imagine the landscape of a Pokemon world where just Pokemon can randomly just cause earthquakes or tornadoes or make it rain or hail, even sandstorm in very inopportune locations. Hey man, I'm hanging out in the desert and all of a sudden it starts hailing. Man, I do not understand how people can live in a world like this. You have to just outlaw certain Pokemon moves in, like, bigger cities just to avoid this. Like, Surf would cause a lot of problems. Not to mention any legendaries throwing out their signature moves. Can you imagine, like, a Deoxys letting out a Roar of Time in the middle of, like, I don't know. I don't know any, like, large cities. I was gonna say, like, New York, but I mean, I guess the comparison's there. Can you imagine, I mean, hey, as I said earlier, Surf or even worse, muddy waters in the middle of, like, a, you know, populated street. Here I'm just having Pokemon battle. It's not my problem. Oops, Jigglypuff used to sing on the speeding bullet train. I accidentally put the conductor to sleep. That's not my problem. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, officer. I was just having a friendly Pokemon battle, and you all know I can't say no. So it's a fucking train wreck. This is what I want there. This is why I've not actually read them, but I've heard the manga's pretty alright because it's weirdly more serious. Like, people die. It's a little bit more metal. It's still, you know, pretty standard stuff, but some of the things that I've heard and seen. And I just want someone to come at this from a very realistic perspective of what would this actually be like, you know? We just have electric Pokemon, mainly like Electivire, who's like ridiculous. Would just be powering entire cities. And certain Pokemon would have to start being banned and regulated because they'd cause too much damage if they were left unattested or no, that's not the right word. Unattended, that's it. I was close. But I was talking too fast. Like, can you imagine having a Maggar-Go walking around? This is the second generation, so this is the generation that had Pokemon following you. Imagine having a Magcar-Go as you walk into a building. Oops, the entire infrastructure is immediately faulty. Rip the dream of this entire building and hopefully anyone nearby. Imagine going into, like, Goldenrod City, walking into the radio tower. Oops, I've accidentally, what's the fucking term for it? I've accidentally... not circumvented. It's something where it's really bad. Something that's about to break... Like, I fucked it up. I fucked up the infrastructure of this building, and now the whole radio tower is going down. If not down, it's losing operation as they repair the building. Compromise, that's it. I've compromised the infrastructure of this building, the foundation. That's the word. Get out of here, Chris. We're talking about the logistics of Pokemon. I'm having fun. Just because I didn't want to hang out with you and I wanted to stream, which I do every day, it does not mean you get to come in here and start harassing me. Like, imagine having like a fucking, what's it called? It's a Tyranitar. Did you watch the new Direct? Not yet. Not yet, but I was going to look into it afterwards, because I've been at work all day, so... But, like I was trying to say, imagine having something like a Tyranitar, the thing that has, like, Sandstream causing it to, like, have a sandstorm wherever you go. You're in the middle of a shopping mall, and all of a sudden there's fucking desert winds and goddamn sand everywhere. It gets harder to breathe, sand starts piling up, like, exits are being blocked off, then oops, someone accidentally set out their Blaziken and set the building on fire. I am all for this. I love this line of thought. Let's just think about this. Like, oh no, I accidentally set my Magikarp out on land and now it can't breathe and it's dead. Oh no, my Spoink was sent out and it's in a place where it can't bounce. I've lost a Pokemon. Pokemon did pretty alright. Which Pokemon? Nacho? Oh yeah, he's still around. It's not like I kicked him to the wayside. I already said he's going to be a permanent fixture. I know, right, Adam? Okay. If you actually did the math on it, which everyone's talked about, Wailord it's actually, even in the description, it's the float whale Pokemon. It is lighter than air. And yes, Wailord can, in fact, fuck a Skitty, because they're in the same egg group. But just imagine having, honestly, the problem with Wailord would be, hey, go get him, Wailord, and then it just starts raising and flying up into the sky, and you can't get it. It's gone. It's just gone. This is why it has to be underwater, so that way it can be held down by something. If you let that out in the air, it's gone. It's like a fucking balloon. And it'll, like, pop in the atmosphere and die. And then you have to deal with the corpse falling down. It's more like a balloon as it, like, slowly, like, floats. But you just randomly have, you know, Wailord corpses floating down from the sky. Oops! I love Pokemon logic. I am all fucking for this. It starts raising, yes. It's not technically wrong. It's raising. That's That's a correct terminology. I mean, ascending would have been a better word, but I'm talking too fast and I'm getting too impassioned. I gotta keep talking, man. I don't got time to think. Would you challenge me? Oh yeah, this is, okay. So these are like a bunch of trainers. Good, because I need these. What are other Pokemon that are just, like, absolutely ridiculous to think about? Summon, like, Kyogre or Groudon. Groudon makes it unbearably sunny, and Kyogre makes it start just having torrential downpour on existence. Or, I don't know how this would cause the problems, you could send out Rayquaza, who cancels any weather effect going on right now. Just makes the weather neutral. That'd be very weird to see, oh shit, there's a flood going on, and you send out Rayquaza and that shit just stops. It just stops. I guess I don't know if I would consider that a weather phenomenon, but I mean, the point still stands. And yeah, I know, Chris, sometimes I say the wrong thing, sometimes I'll say words weird, that's because I gotta talk too fast, gotta keep going, gotta keep thinking, gotta... This is actually a little too low now that I analyze. I'm trying to balance this out. Every time I, like, take that down, it, like, adjusts itself slightly, which is annoying. What are other Pokemon? I've already talked about Electric type, how they're incredibly dangerous. Are we gonna just talk about any of the Ghost types who, are super dangerous? You're totally right, Chris. It's typically what I try to do, but when I start getting impassioned about something, like, I love brainstorming how much Pokemon would just fuck up everything. That is hilarious to me. Honestly, always the funniest one is, like, Mad Cargo walking around. I'm sorry, officer. I didn't mean to accidentally have lava drip onto the sun, like, this little, like, 12-year-old kid, the floor beneath me. How was I know the floor was gonna collapse? I have no idea. It was an accident. Little Timmy's dead, and it was Pokemon battle. You know I'm not allowed to say no. That's how it works around here. Shut up, Beth. Ponyta. That's pretty good. Sand Slash. Alright. Okay. Alright, bye-bye. Imagine sending out a Ditto. Not Ditto, a Diglett. Because it has to pop out of the ground. That would immediately compromise any structural foundation you have going on. If it's on the second floor, oh no. Oh, that's not okay. I'm pretty sure everyone in existence would fuck a Ditto if the Pokemon lore is to be believed. Anyone would be down. There are no exceptions. In fact, if you're put into a daycare, it's not a choice. It's more of an expectation. Fucking Pokemon is... Pokemon's getting out of hand. Oh! Getting a little too hot under the collar here. We gotta tone this one down. Alright, it's time to actually start using Hig, because he's getting underleveled again. I'm trying to think of any more Pokemon. I don't even know all the types. Like, Muck is supposed to be, like, just actual sewage and poison and garbage, and I believe one of its Pokédex entries is it smells so bad, it can knock a person out with just one whiff. Oops, and because, that one's like a man-made Pokemon from, like, the detritus and gunk we spill out into the world. That thing could just randomly form in an alleyway, knocking out a city block. Oops. You know, I think we need to check out some of these here, Ooh. Of course I use Hig. That's not even yours, that's Ori's. And I said I have this team of 6 Pokemon that are chosen at the beginning, and I was going to use them for the rest of the run. Now, Chris, this is a very important question. Before I check, the final Pokemon slot that wasn't answered while you were in the very first stream was a Celebi. What do you think the name of this Celebi is? What do you think the name of this Celebi is once you see this, Chris? I need you to answer this question because it's, okay, I'm just more mad that it fit, if anything. And Padoop is my own because I needed a flyer. Padoop's mine. I'm gonna go fight more Lake of Rage and Sadness Pokemon. Don't let randos name your, like, Pokemon. Oh, hey! That was Pickle. Pickle picked the Yeet Fairy for, Celebi. There's a reason we're not seeing Celebi in combat. Oh, no. There's also the red Gyarados over there, but fuck it, you know? It's not my problem. I have my own actual bred and trained up Gyarados over here, and I am ready for this. Did you even pick a Pokemon item guy? I don't know if you were here for that. Just wait a minute. Hig is Ori, Nacho is what Chris took. Weevil picked Drugs. Keegan picked Balls, Pickle picked Yeet. And then I forgot who the fuck it was, picked Kix. I don't remember who that was. I don't remember their name. I am not doing that, Chris. His name is Nacho. I already said, I was like, hey, you want to change your name in episode 1? You're just like, no, it's fine. Or, well, you actually just didn't respond to me more so his name is Nacho now, and I'm not changing it because I'm not having that name be here. No more of this. I am not okay with this. Alright. I do not have a very good way of handling a Gyarados with drugs. Why did I send this guy out? I don't know. Well, I guess let's hope more than anything. I don't know why I did this to myself. At least we're fine. Man, Confuse Ray's dirty. Like, as we learned from that Oak fight, confusion can be very broken. Like, this is... what? At some point, you have to realize maybe there's a limit to how much cheese you can get in one fight. Beating a team of 5 level 40s when I have 1 knocked out, 1 at 17 HP, and 2 who are at the very low 20s. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. I don't think that's how numbers work in these whole RPGs, but I mean, I guess if you're gonna cheese anyone, it'd be Professor Oak. He's probably really into cheese. I'm into cheese. That's how I did it. And I also like the actual food cheese. You can probably guess that because I'm a fat man. I like a lot of foods. This dude's got a lot of Gyarados. Is this just what you do? Is this all you are? Are you the dude who just gets Magikarp? And this is that one fisherman you see in every Pokemon game who has like 5 Magikarps. This dude did it. He's finally made it. Here he is years later. And he's done it. He's finally succeeded. But it's taken him so long, all of his Pokemon are still only like level 20. This has been a Gyarados for 2 levels. I'm so proud of him. Good for him. I'm sure glad this is a really fun fight on his part. Just trying to imagine, like, dude, and on the topic of Pokemon, like, nonsense. Imagine having, like, a Parasect walking around. That is actually, like, a parasitic mushroom that's just walking around, and you know that shit's spreading spores just all over the fucking place, the damn place, just coating everything in a thin layer of potential murder for any future Pokemon. There's always a chance of mutation. Who knows when it'll adapt to humans? And that's how zombies are born. Oops. That's just The Last of Us at that point. That's the backstory of The Last of Us. Someone's Paris got out of hand and, Parasect just got out of hand and just like, well, that's it. Game over, human race. Your time has come. Now is the time for mushrooms and fungal spores of sadness. Yeah, this dude did just have 4 Gyarados. Okay. Good for him. Alright, whatever. Man, I love Swagger. It's a kind of a name that, like, dude, swag is one of those words that has become so disgusting to use, people never actually assume it. Typically, swag is actually used in, like, the correct term. It's a term for bling or, like, really sick gear, I guess, for very expensive and shiny materials. And, yeah, no, it's become a disgusting word, and I hate anyone who uses it unironically. I will use some words ironically or unironically, just to then follow that up with, like, lots of irony, but swag is one even I won't say ironically. Oh, that's a dirty word to me. Oh, no. Same with swagger. That's also a term that's most likely not being used right in that case, because here it is in the correct usage in the Pokemon land, but now we're just getting to my personal biases, and I don't feel comfortable delving into all of the deep-seated flaws in my character. Because there are many. My skin is peeling at an alarming rate. You can't make me stop, Chris. The truth needs to be known. I'm sorry, I want to talk about the lore and logistics behind random, like... I'm gonna start ranting about Yeet next. Never mind. I need to fill the silence, Chris. I gotta keep talking, as I've already said. Is this not what you enjoy? Don't you love the history lesson? This is a very shitty history lesson now that I think about it. I'm not a very good teacher. If my history teacher started teaching me about memes, you know I would just be done. I'm just fuck it. Fuck you, Chris. I'm having fun with it. I'm talking about, like, the logistics of cringe. Come on, Chris. Is cringe itself cringy? If so, when does the rabbit hole end? How far must we descend as a human race? Because right now we're in the fucking pits. This shit's a goddamn dumpster fire. Soon breathing will be considered cringy, and then that's it! Game over, everyone! Mass extinction claims the Earth as a whole! I know, what is this? Faint attack? Oh. What does that do? I think that's the, like, garbage, it leaves you at 1 HP move, which isn't actually all that garbage. I just kind of like Sludge Bomb and Earthquake. A little bit better than, anything they're offering. So get out of my house. I must battle all of the trainers. I need all of the experience. There is many to be acquired. Because I am almost assured that I actually need to swap around my team's compilation. You know, having seen the beta designs for, the Generation 2 Pokemon, some of them cut, some coat Pokemon, the original design for Remoraid and Octillery makes a lot more sense, because it's supposed to be Remoraid. It's like, it's supposed to look like a gun, and Octillery's meant to look like artillery and an octopus. And its beta design, it looked like a tank octopus, and that was so much cooler. I didn't even know that was the shtick behind these Pokemon until I saw the beta designs for them, and I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you look at Remoraid, you're like, oh, the bottom fish is like the grip, and then there's like the stalk for a tail, and like all that, like, but alright. But Octillery, there's nothing about that other than the fact that you just like do some ink on people. That shit ain't kosher. Get the fuck out of here, Remoraid. You're a disgusting. You're a disgrace on the fucking Pokemon race. I was gonna say the human race, but I don't think that's quite right. Yeah, I got him. We need to go heal and then actually swap my team around, because Nacho's getting over-leveled at this point. He has had too much farm. He's getting too strong. I cannot contain him much longer. Everyone flee! Quickly! Run for the hills. Nacho is coming. It's not a very threatening name now that I think about it. Then again, none of these names are particularly threatening. Oh shit, drugs. the horrible fire dog that'll burn you alive. His name is Drugs. Don't do drugs, kid. Oh, no. Ever hear the legend about that mythical Pokemon that's said to show up only when a forest is truly beautiful? Heat Fairy. Yeah. I heard it was a sight to behold. Truly awe-inspiring. Brings a tear to my eye. Just watch me burn random forest animals to death as I proceed to run my mouth about stupid naming conventions. Honestly, I'm all for it, to be fair. Like, all, like, hot jokes aside, I am loving how stupid most of these names are. I mean, like, Balls and Yeet Fairy are where I'm starting to be like, ooh, maybe this is a little bit off, out of context. But in context, oh, this is just great. Because I have the humor of a prepubescent 10-year-old. Actually, now that I think about it, probably should be prepubescent, but that's besides the point. Quality commentary and quality naming. We got Balls as still our hard carry. Alright, keep fighting more rando trainers and keep gunning them down like the degenerates that they are. Is my door locked? Yes, it is. Okay. I don't want no randos busting in and breaking down my stream. It's not like it's exactly quality anyway, but whatever. Charmeleon looks a little bit off in this gen. His head's a little bit pointier than I remember. Get out of here. Whoa. You know, I just realized I have not looked at any of the actual abilities. Did abilities even exist back in Gen 2? I don't actually know if they did. I need to check this right now. It'd be weird to think that they didn't, but I don't actually know if they did, so I guess let's go check. What the fuck is this game? How did anyone like this? Tell me you added typings and abilities. They don't even have the thing that makes Eradicate really good. You give them the, like, I forget what ability it is, but when you have a status effect, your attack's doubled or whatever, so you give them, like, a flame orb, and then you just start coasting. Oh, no. I do not understand how people like Gen 1 and 2, even to this day. Oh. I mean, coming back to it, clearly, like, I didn't enjoy this back in the day, but, I mean, there's so many improvements to this series, and people are like, no, Gen 1 is the best. Maybe Gen 2. I don't ever hear people saying that about Gen 2. But then again, everyone knows the good old Gen 1 dudes are pretty much degenerates. So. Honestly, I feel like Gen 3 is still the one for my heart, of course. I'm trying to think of what they even added for Gen 4 now that I think about it. Because they added, like, the special physical split for, like, certain abilities. I think that was Gen 3. No, that was Gen 4, actually, now that I think about it. So, yeah, I guess that's what Gen 4 added. Because I remember being like, wait, that's a thing? Yeah, no, that was Gen 4. But I meant they added abilities. So that's actually pretty important. Now that I think about it, yeah, most of the generations added really big steps up. And we're only just now seeing it, like, taking form in more bombastic regards. Like, the first one was the baseline. Chris. But, it's like the first game was like the baseline. The second game just polished it up to a real good shine, made the, like, special attack and special defense split. Third generation added abilities. Fourth generation added the physical and special attack splits of a lot of these abilities. Fifth generation added sixth generation and onward added, like, mega evolutions. They've added Z moves. They've added, like, a bunch of crazy shit. It's pretty neat. It's always, like, big boy involved. Honestly, I have no idea what Generation 5 added, if it added anything. But most of them have added something big. Now, I don't even know if there's a Gen 7, 6, whatever's going on, because I haven't exactly... You're a chromosome. I still don't know. I have not gotten any definitive proof of that. Unless Weevil says it, it's not definitive proof. Or I, like, look it up myself. But I'm pretty goddamn sure that wasn't the case in Gen 3. You're a dip. Look at this. Look at that artillery and tell me that's supposed to look like a tank. Now that I've said that, like, maybe, but, like, he had, like, a little helmet on. It's supposed to be, like... I mean, now that I've said it, you can see it a bit more, but I don't know. I'm only spouting ignorance because it makes you upset, and that makes me happy. And to be fair, my memory's starting to fail me, so there's a very good reason for this. You just have to tell me off, and I'll be like, oh, okay, all right then. Unless you tell me off, because I clearly have a personal vendetta against you in particular, Chris, because I am a spiteful human being. I did not know what I was expecting when I sent Nacho out here, but that was not it. So let's just hope Nacho can slap him. And he can! Well, that's just fantastic. You can clearly see that I'm a professional video gamer. My memory's never been the best for a lot of this stuff. It has been easily... I want to say more than... It's been a good couple years. I don't want to say 5, because I feel like that's more than I think. But at least in the ballpark of 5 years since I've last properly played a Pokemon game. And I mean, like, actually played it because this shit fucking broke. And I'm mad about that. I think I played maybe, like, Gen 3 on and off, but never, like, an actual, like, meaty playthrough. I'd, like, play it for a little bit, just as, like, oh, hey, I remember this game, and then I'd pop it in, play it for a couple hours, and not touch it again. So, it's been a hot minute. The legendary bird Pokemon? No, I do not. Who wants to get this dude's a bird trainer? Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. He's the bird train keep, yes. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm not even sure I'm even listening to myself. I'm like fading in and out. Because there's not a whole lot going on actually exciting on screen. We're still looking for the Hitmonlee. Because the dude is apparently just in some random cave. Just somewhere over in Gen 2 land. So, maybe we'll run into him eventually. Maybe we won't. I have no idea. Probably not now that I think about it, because he would most likely be in one of the HM games, I would at least assume. And I don't know where to get any HMs in this entire game. Luckily, they're all optional, but... Oh, wait. Whoa. I did it. Oh, well. What is in here? Oh, that's Ice Path. Ooh, we can get Ice types there. Wait a minute. I thought... What was that? Oh, I know why I recognize the song. I have a, one of the music dudes I'm subscribed to on the big old magical YouTube land has a, remix of that song. It's pretty good. Don't remember who did it, but, or else I would, advertise them, because it's pretty alright. I don't remember, though. I could throw out some names of who I would assume it is, but off the top of my head, it's just an empty void going on up here. What you're seeing is what you're getting. There's nothing going on the inside. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Alright, what's our actual next game plan? Because currently, I think we finally gained a good handful of levels. I don't know if that's enough to handle whatever gyms floating around. What is this? Isn't this like the dragon type gym or something? How's it going, Pickle? Look what you did. You did this, Pickle. I was wondering why the, viewer count didn't go down from 3. Oh, no, it just went down. I fucking knew it! I am so smart! I just dropped that shit on the floor. I clapped too hard. I just knocked shit off my desk. You know what? I'm so happy about this. I'm gonna get something to drink. I am fucking On board. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Oh boy. I'm just gonna get something to drink. I'll be like 20 seconds. Boo. So, I know, there's like rioting in the street. Oh no, I took a little bit longer than 20 seconds, I would assume, because I went to go check on them where I actually don't have any water bottles. And I'd like to not chug another soda in this one stream, so I'm gonna not. Also, Pickle apparently has just dipped, because despite the fact that it says 4 viewers for some reason right now, I'm not quite sure why that's going on. I checked the list of viewers, and it's just Item Guy and Weevil. Fucking... God damn it. You weird-ass... What's this called? OBS? No. Twitch. That's what it's called. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking... It says 4 viewers. I check it again. No, you're not here. You're a fake person, Pickle. That's why I'm like, man, I sure wish you'd actually tell me who's watching my videos, because it says 4. So I'm like, okay, well... I wish this wasn't a buggy piece of garbage, because I need to actually keep tabs of who is watching so I can give them all of my love and affection so they will keep showing up so I can get that average of 3 viewers. But when it keeps fucking up the actual accurate display, it won't even count random viewers as actual viewers, and I'm so mad. Now it says 3. Did it update? No, it didn't. Pickle's not actually here. I bet you're not going to count, you fuckboy. Thanks, Twitch. I get it. It's kind of hard to track when someone's actually watching your shit, but at the very least, could you track when someone's watching it enough to where I can actually get an average of 3 viewers? Fuck. Anyway, my personal problems aside, I'm drinking orange juice. Pretty good time. Yeah, that's right. There's a gym here, ain't there? Okay. Yo, champ in the making. Claire uses mystical, sacred dragon-type Pokemon, aka overpowered. Supposed to be weak against ice-type moves. Well, if only I had an ice-type move. Huh. Hello, friend. My chance of losing? Not even 1%, except for the fact that Balls is currently my hard carry. I fucking love orange juice. Orange juice is so good. This dude's name is Mike. Mike is one of those names that whenever I see in like a fantasy setting, I'm just like, no, this is not real. It's not actually happening. You're never named just Mike. Or like even Nick, I can believe a little bit more, but Mike, I don't know. That's just one of those names I'm like, that's not a fantasy name. It's too basic for me. There are a couple of those names. I can't even say, like, the specifics, because even I don't know them. But sometimes I'll just hear a name, I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Like, James. I think that's... No, I can believe James. Well, it depends on how fantasy we're going. Because, I mean, if we're talking, like, ridiculous, then yeah, but... Yeah. Andy's like a half and half. FFTA? What the fuck is FFTA? Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Oh, is that right? Is that Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or whatever? Well, that's like, if that's Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's like the whole, like, kind of shtick that game's going for. And we also want to talk about it. Fucking, the super mega final boss of, Lisa the Painful. His dude's name is Mike. Just a guy named Mike. I mean, in-game they display his name as Satan, but his name is Mike. I don't know, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe I can believe a Mike, but I don't know. There's sometimes with some of those names that just randomly hit you like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, one that I see is like Hank. That's one of them. It's just like, okay, I'm starting to think maybe this isn't quite as fantasy. Like, oh, hey, man, like Ash Ketchum and his partner, Hank. It's just, there's just that little bit of disconnect where it's like, you're clearly going for a little bit more out there. Oh, yeah. What are you going on about, Pickle? I've seen a lot of, I am a meme master over here. Don't even get me started, but you have to give me more. I don't know what you're going on about with that one. I know my handful of Will Smith memes. Smith is a name I can believe, honestly. Smith is very, like, it's very common, but it's one of those names that I could see, like, I can see a Smith. That seems legit to me. Even Will, I can also believe, on that note. Those ones are fine, but, I don't know, it's kind of hard to think of example. Like, once you see them, you know, but you can never, like, pre-prep yourself. Like, I can't really name a whole lot. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think of more examples, but nothing's coming to mind, because it's pretty rare to see something like that, you know? Wow, that sounds like a... How is that supposed to be an optional... How is that a post-game boss if he's weaker than the final boss? No, what you do is you make him, like, twice the level of the final boss, and he just solos your whole team by just flexing on him. Just will slam your whole team right into the dirt. Oh yeah, I saw what you sent. Fucking Pickle, and yeah, that shit's ancient. See, Tactics Advance is bad at everything? I don't know, I've only ever heard good things about that game. I remember watching my brother play it, and it looked like the hypest shit as a kid, but I didn't play it too much. I've heard it's really fucking good, if not basic as shit. All I ever hear when I hear, like, hey man, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is that people either saying, what? Or the fans of the game is screaming, why is there not another one at the top of their lungs for 4 hours? Honestly, I can identify with that. I can identify with, like, some super niche series you're just like, can I please have a sequel? For me, that's Advance Wars. I need that in my life. That was the sister series to fucking Fire Emblem. And it's gone. Even the most recent one, which I think was on the DS or 3DS or whatever, it was very much not an Advance Wars game. And I'm mad about that. I mean, I can't even... That's one of the games I'd be interested in playing, but it's definitely not a good stream game. Advance Wars was so fucking... Honestly, I have all 3 of them over there. I even beat Days of Ruin. Like, I've beaten all of them. All of them. I've never been the best at getting, like, top scores in those kind of games, because my default strategy always gives me the most shit technical score. It's actually still pretty high up there. I usually will still get, like, S ranks, but it'll just be, like, just barely flying under the S rank marker, because, oh shit, you accidentally genocided a small chunk of your units to win the fight. But I keep winning because of it. So I'll randomly get, like, A's or lower marking of whatever you want to say for those of you. Yeah, Days of Ruin was one of those games where they tried to rebalance the game. Like, okay, Advance Wars has a balancing issue, so let's balance the game. Make it a more like, they tried to make it more of a Western kind of game. Like, giving it like a post-apocalyptic setting. They gave it a post-apocalyptic setting, giving everyone like a military-esque, like, much more mature kind of game. However, that was the kind of game that they tried to balance the game around, oh, you can't have your CO just be the most broken thing ever. And then the final boss is just the most broken CO ever. He's fucking Sturm all over again from Advance Wars 1, where he's just better than everyone else. How is this fair? My fucking main character sucks dick. Why couldn't I at least pick my CO in that one? I fucking, like, I don't hate too many Advance Wars stages, but the final stage of Days of Ruin, because that game is supposed to be both players are at pretty much, it's like almost like a game like chess. Both people are exactly the same, unless you do something very specific, in which case you have one unique advantage. Except, oh wait, this other dude's unique advantage is the best in the entire game, leaps and bounds above everyone else. Plus, it's the final level, so it's by far the hardest just from a level standpoint. Even those of you who haven't played Advance Wars, take a fucking strategy game. Make it the final level. Okay, you know that's gonna be pretty hard. That's usually gonna give you the really tough challenges, maybe like, Sturm from Advance Wars 1 was more broken. Because Sturm, in that game, you couldn't even see what his power was. Calder was, like, horseshit, but Sturm in 1 was absolutely ridiculous. You had to fight him with 3 COs. Which, like, again, for, like, to get back on the point I was trying to say, for those of you who don't know what Advance Wars, take any strategy game, like Fire Emblem, for example, Fantasy Tactics, even the Disgaea games or whatever. Go to the final level, you'll probably see some really fucking difficult, like, really tough strategic, like, put a test everything you know. Maybe you're, like, the final boss is pretty beefy, maybe there's like a unique gimmick you have to deal with, like you're besieging a fortress or something, so you have, like, a really tough area to grind your way through. Well, in Advance Wars Days of Ruin, the fortress you're trying to break open has a absolute metric fuck ton of cannons along the front of it, which you can't even destroy like half of them. So your dudes are just being attacked for free, which is something I don't think any of the other games have made you have to deal with like that. And then the main antagonist, who that whole game is supposed to be touted as both people are on even fucking playing fields, this motherfucker has just the power up that just says, I am like 50% better than you in just numbers. Just statistically, I am better than you in every regard. Great. Thank you. I love this for a strategy game. I did it, but it wasn't fun. Because your whole main character's gimmick is, I'm only good on the ground. And oh shit, this dude's fucking spitting out. Also, not to mention, this is more of an Advance Wars, like, an actual thing I can only say for Advance Wars, but he can spit out 2 units a turn for free. Which doesn't sound like much if you don't know Advance Wars, but it's not balanced around free units. Those are even in other Advance Wars games, but they were a lot more balanced, because the whole gimmick was destroying the way of them making free units. Not with Calder. No, he's a fuckboy. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to get too heated more in a rant without going into any more specifics about Advance Wars, because I know I will. I love Advance Wars. But I know that's not the most, like, well-known series, so I want to withhold myself for just a little bit. Just so I don't ostracize the people in the infinity that is the future, or who are here now that haven't played much Advance Wars, or even heard of the game. Go check them out. The first 3 games are amazing. Weevil has it totally right. It is a little bit fucking ridiculous. Like, I can't go into any details about it without people being like, okay, man, I kinda get it, but, you know. I don't know, like, the specifics. Oh, whatever. I could definitely, like, if you want to talk about bad balance, go look at, like, Advance Wars 3. That's, Dual Strike. That game had balancing issues, but at least there were so many fun characters. It was like okay, yeah, whatever, I can just kind of deal with it. But, dude, Colder was fucking ridiculous. Dual Strike had one level, Crystal Calamity, that was horse shit out the ass, because it has that one stage's unique gimmick that is most definitely not where that game was balanced around. But I'm trying to. I keep talking about Advance Wars. I can't stop. I need another one. So this is actually something that's what I was actually going to bring up when I very first started talking about Advance Wars. Is they said they didn't like the people who made the games. They're the same dudes who made Fire Emblem, I believe. They even said that they want to make another one. They just don't know how to make it more character and story focused because they wanted to bring it in a Fire Emblem-esque direction where they can make it more story and character focused. I'm just like, dude, that is so fucking simple. Just take what you did with the very first goddamn Advance Wars game and just crank it up a notch if you really want it to be story and, like, all this nonsense focused. Because, like, the whole appeal of Advance Wars was Fire Emblem was I'm like a captain knight or whatever, and I'm gonna go on a fucking crusade to save the bad guys. Advance Wars was, if those were knights in shining, if those were like a bunch of toy, like, knights, the fucking Advance Wars was just playing with a bunch of fucking army dudes. Where in like Fire Emblem, you grow attached to the characters at least somewhat. That's like a more traditional RPG. Advance Wars, it's almost like playing with a bunch of, like I said, like toy plastic soldiers. You know the little green army dudes? That's effectively that, but in video game form. It's great. And it's kind of why I don't really like what they did with Days of Ruin, because they turned that into a gritty, very serious series. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like, I get it. You want to turn into a more story-focused direction, but can you not just throw away every single character we've known for the last 3 games, add new ones who are, I mean, admittedly fine, but then, you know, give me this post-apocalyptic goddamn, like... Ah, jeez. I need to stop talking about Advance Wars. I said this 5 minutes ago, and I can't stop. But anyway, here's Pokemon. It's, I mean, I guess I can't really talk about this too much. I'm just fighting a trainer or two, running back to the Pokemon Center, and then healing, and then leaving again. But if I had to keep following up on at least like a similar vein as I was going for, as you may have noticed, based on my track record, I'm a very, very big RPG fan. Now, I quite enjoy tactics in games. So all of those kind of games have always really clung to me. And Advance Wars was my favorite of them all. I found a way to bring it back around. But really, that's just where my particular skill set and passion for a repertoire lies. However, again, that's pretty niche, and it is like what me and Chris talked about a couple streams ago, where I do need to find a new niche to actually bring in the, you know, general audience, because trying to play whatever, like, fluff games like what I'm doing right now, this isn't exactly popular to the most mainstream audience, so this kind of makes building a, like, following and a fan base around this a little bit more difficult. So that's because it's Generation 2 and this is the Dragon-type gym. Do you know how many dragons are in Generation 2? Not a whole lot. So they're giving them the weakest dragon, and the answer for that is, what are some weak dragons? Well, answer 1, Dratini, and that's it. They're not even giving him, like, a Dragonite. They think that's the tier 2? Honestly, fucking... You also have to remember, this is, I think, supposed to be the 8th gym, I believe, in, the base game, and I'm fighting it as the 6th gym, so all of the trainers are scaled down. They may have actually had Dragonairs, but because I've scaled them all down, they can't have anything other than Dratinis, because they're just what they have, you know? I mean, it's weird to think about, but sometimes you can't do anything when you have to scale down trainers, and it's the most exclusive and rare typing in the entire game. It's like, I need a new dragon. I don't have one. It's just throw Dratinis at them. It's not working. I don't understand. Throw more Dratinis. Wait. Difficulty force out? Alright, do you want to actually explain what you meant by that with that, like, jumble of words you just spat at me? The whole point of this is to make it a free-roaming game so you can challenge any gym in order, and each gym badge you get scales the rest of the world up. So you actually always have a consistent sense of progression. They need to scale them down, or the whole point of this is, like, just play Pokemon Crystal. I wanted to try the weird open world version, but if they don't scale them down, then you're just playing Pokemon Crystal, but you can go anywhere. But they're too high of a level, so you can't actually go anywhere other than it in, like, the linear progression. No, as I said, Pickle, they do that, but not for gyms, because the whole way that they're supposed to progress this is pick whatever gym you want. It's the point, Pickle. Pickle, you don't understand. It is literally the entire reason we're playing this right now. You cannot do what you're asking. That is the one thing you cannot do. I need to kick the ass of the dragons. They all must die. Okay, here we go. Okay. Actually... Oh wow, we're actually kind of starting to get up there in levels, finally. Pickle, again, that's not the point of an open world game. How much fun is it in an open world game when you take one step off of the very linear path and all of a sudden fucking level 70 starts showing up? There is something like that, just not in gyms. I can't go to fucking Victory Road, I can't go to goddamn Mount Silver, and I can't go to a lot of the optional areas. There is restriction in certain areas, like I can't go get Mewtwo right now. I mean, I probably could, but I don't have Surf, so... But that's what I'm saying. I can't go fight the dudes, I can't go fight the Elite Four right now, I don't have gyms. I could go through fucking, like, Victory Road and it would whoop my ass, but that's why I gotta beat the gyms. And the whole point of this is to fight any gym in any order, because it's an open world game. And hey, do you want to get to the Elite Four early? I mean, you can't do anything there, which is why they're boxing that off. You don't need to be there. There's no reason. Hi, Claire. She has a Dragonair. It doesn't work that well with RPGs. Like, this is the one gym I've seen where this is kind of having weird issues with Dragonites. Dratinis, I mean. Dragonite is definitely not what we want all of them to be having. This is the only gym where they're so, like, hardline restricted. All the other gyms have given them more unique stuff, but... Are you kidding me? This game has been kicking my ass this whole time. Also, Pickle, you're saying this Pokemon game isn't hard enough. Do you know what game series I am playing right now? Are you sure you can see the screen? Because we are playing a Pokemon and you're saying it is too easy. Keep that in mind. Pokemon. Too easy. Wow. You're totally right. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's the whole purpose of this. It's a Pokemon game, but it's keeping that same sense of ease, but opening up the world. It's more of a unique twist, rather than an actually meant to be a difficulty spike. If I wanted to go, like, kick the shit out of some really fucking high levels... I don't know when, I think the message just hit that. I said I'd go play a game that's designed around, like, giving me the option to kick the shit out of someone. I'd go play Stalker, Fallout. I haven't played any of the Elder Scrolls other than Skyrim for like an hour. So, I mean, there are other open world games. The Witcher probably does that. I haven't played it. So, I'm just saying. If they actually had a difficulty slider in this, that would be very easy. And technically, there was a difficulty selector. Your starter had like a difficulty chart. And Keegan picked one of the 4 hardest ones, which was a Magikarp with only struggle. Which is why the first 4 episodes of this entire series were grinding. The only reason I'm having an easy time now is because I got over the difficulty hurdle. We had a very hard time in the beginning. It's like we everywhere was that difficulty spike that can... Finding areas with difficulty spikes to kick your ass, that was everywhere. Nowhere was safe. I couldn't leave my house for like 5 hours. And then, now that we got past it, now I've conquered the world because I've gotten so big and beefy, man. I'm the biggest man in town now. If I was actually going to try TF2. Because that's a game that is popular enough that would at least get me somewhere. Yeah. Honestly, challenge runs do get audiences. And I am getting an audience with Terraria, which is going pretty well. But I'm just not getting average viewers, you know? That's what I need. I need, like, that consistency. But I have gotten a couple people from... Like, I'm getting followers. I'm not getting watchers, though, is the thing. Like, I get people to say, like, hey... This is interesting. I'd like to see more of that. I'm just not getting them to show up while I'm streaming, which is how I need to start getting money. Which is why I was going to play something like... I keep the morning streams to be the main project, which it would be in this case Pokemon Crystal Clear or the Terraria. And then in the afternoon, when everyone's active and watching Twitch, because my afternoon streams have always been statistically better in pretty much every regard, with very few exceptions, they've just been better than my morning streams. So I was going to say, hey, I'll play a game to get an audience, because I know TF2 is one of those things that is definitely a polluted, like, area, but it's not, like, so unencroachable, and it's a game I enjoy and can play. I at least wanted to try it out to see if it even works. I don't know, actually. My computer may just shit the fucking bed when I try to do that, and I'll have to move on. I could stream for longer, but it starts cutting into my work is the one problem. Because, honestly, the biggest problem is the fact that I split my stream into 2 chunks. But because I upload these to YouTube, I could either do one of 2 things. I could make them longer chunks, but that would just make the stuff on YouTube get longer, and I can't edit them because I have a direct export function. And even if I did edit them, they'd become like 30-minute chunks, but then I'd start getting a backlog, and that would cause its own problems. So it would be just like... I don't have an elegant solution to this fucking problem. It's like, yeah. Plus, again, work making me have to split my streams into 2 chunks. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. Because people don't like coming back, you know? I mean, the morning streams could go for up to 4 hours. But typically, I like to keep that rigid so I can upload these to YouTube because it's where they go, you know? This fucking Seadra is kicking my ass. Also, pro tip, this Seadra is not actually even a dragon type. It's just not a fucking dragon type. That's what I've been doing, Weevil. Every single game I've been playing, I've tried to do a gimmick. Pokemon Crystal, clear. Paper Mario, pro mode. Terraria Calamity mod, Immobile challenge. That one's actually been getting me really popular, like I said. The fucking, Terraria one, once I've explained it to someone, has been getting people to start following. They just don't watch it again, is the one problem. Even, Lisa, I did a low-tier challenge where I used the weakest of every single party member. And I specifically I played it on the hardest difficulty, didn't take joy, and used the lowest tier of party members. The only thing I didn't do was lose all my fucking arms because I needed an achievement, and I didn't want to do that. This dude keeps spamming fucking Hyper Beam and it's one-hitting my team and I just lost. So you guys wanted something to kick my ass? Here you go. This one Seadra who she Hyper Potioned twice, I think. Just gave him a shit ton of goddamn potions until it eventually just worked. How much money do you have? That's really the kind. I don't like using items in combat because it comes a battle of how much money can you throw at this fight rather than it being an actual test of skill. Shut the goddamn fuck up, Beth. What I wanted to do at the very first inception of this is I wanted to do group games where I could have anyone in the audience join in and play along with me. But that doesn't work if you don't have an audience to join in, which is actually what I was doing with my very first Terraria stream back before I started uploading these to YouTube. I had anyone in the chat just be allowed to jump in whenever the fuck they wanted, as long as they didn't bring in anything from the outside world. Anyone could have jumped in. And it worked. I got decently, popular, but some, people would generally show up once and then leave. And then never show up again, like they do now. But I had one or two dudes who would show up, but the one dude who actually kept regularly fucking showing up kept breaking the rules, so I had to kick him. And that made him mad, and then he stopped showing up. It didn't end well. Rip the dream. But I've always wanted to do, I want to stream the Mario parties and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of games. Like party games. Just have everyone name hey man, come into the stream, let's have a good time for a little while. Let's just play a fun party game and have a blast. On top of doing some of these more long con playthroughs. That would be fucking ecstatic for me. The only problem is that, one, the only way to play online is through emulation, and I don't think the really good ones, which is the N64, has an online functionality, but, yeah. No, I know that's how Jackbox works, but I don't know anyone who has Jackbox. I think, wait a sec. Do I have a Jackbox? I could have swore I had one. Wait a second. I think it's called, I don't know where it went. Where's Q? I have S. I don't know if that's a Jackbox one. It's Quiplash. I've seen that one's pretty good, and I got that from Grey Ninja and Mythun, who are my first two regular watchers who don't show up anymore because Mythun's doing work and Grey Ninja is his own streamer. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the problem, Mr. Pickle. Which fucking sucks, but whatever. And Quiplash seems like it'd be a fucking hilarious time if I could get people to show up for Quiplash. Oh, I haven't even seen much of that game other than the shit on Steam, and that looked like an absolute blast. I feel like I would have 1,000 hours of fun times with that. Like Mario Party, Quiplash, maybe some Cards Against Humanity, and just all that kind of stuff, you know? All of that good stuff. Maybe play some Town of Salem. What other games do I have? Call of Duty Zombies, maybe? Really, that's the kind of stuff I've always been good about. And I wanted it to be, one section would be, Drawful. Do I have Drawful? Thought I had that. Oh, I do actually have Drawful. I don't actually know what that one is, because, Grey Ninja actually just gave me a shit ton of games for free, so apparently I have Drawful. I don't know what it is, though. I've only ever played one of the games he gave me. I have them all there, just in case, but none of them are a direct, hey, I'm gonna, just do it. But, oh well. Like I said, those are all future. Honestly, Jackbox would be, I think, a good way to build up a fucking community, but if any of you guys have fucking, I guess, some Jackbox games, that'd be something we could do. If you guys wanted to hop on in, because don't think I'd be against that. I'd be all fucking for that. I would immediately, once I'm done with Pokemon, I would even shuffle my schedule around to include that shit some more. That is, top tier entertainment for me. I love party stuff like that. It is pure value. But I don't know what Drawful is. Give me a rundown, Pickle. What be the Drawful? I guess I think there are other Jackbox games from what I've seen. Okay, sorry I keep cutting back to the Steam anyone in the future, but you know, what is it? Yeah, there are other Jackbox games. Like, I know there was like a, I just saw the game Grounds playing, if I'm to be entirely honest. There was a, like an undead, like, mini game. It was like a trivia game where you were like a voodoo doll, and if you ever got it wrong, you die, and it was a weird game. It was pretty neat. I would be terrible at that. I'm bad at, like, normal person trivia. I've actually never done it, but I would probably be terrible at it. Because I'm good at really obscure niche trivia for stupid things, but not like basic boy trivia. There's that fucking hype potion. God damn it. Pickle is not explaining to me Drawful, and that's why I'm mad right now. He's being a degenerate. A degenerate. I actually just realized part of the problem I had before is the Seadra, I've swaggered him multiple times, so his Hyper Beam hits like a fucking truck. I mean, of course, that's part of the reason, but I just need him to die, is the thing. I can't, like, not have this happen. Oh. Okay, Mr. Pickle, I'm just bringing it up just to make sure, hey, you know, I want you to not be a jackass. Yes. From what I saw, it looked like, reminded me of something like Quiplash, or maybe like a Cards Against Humanity kind of thing, but no idea. So here's an actual question for the three of you who are here, who are my favorite people on this planet. What kind of stuff do you guys like to watch? Because you're the important ones right now. You're the people who keep me doing what I'm doing. What stuff do you guys like to watch? Because I'm personally not a very big, like, stream watcher. So I don't know what people actually enjoy watching. I know I've gone for some very strange niches, so clearly I've never been the most out there, but what would you guys like to see? Either whether it be content, like game-wise, or changing up my style of any kind of sort like that. I'm looking for any kind of feedback. Whatever you guys think I could do to improve my shitty content. Whatever you guys feel. Because I have no idea. I've kind of slowly ironed it out on my own. Just a general style. Sports or MOBAs, which sucks because Smite is one of the games I was looking forward to, which is a MOBA. But that's like a third-person, like, kind of MOBA. It's not like League or Dota. That's a bit more of a unique thing, but I can see where you're coming from. Smite's a lot different than other MOBAs. Plus, that has game modes that aren't like the standard, like, farm lanes, you know, get camps and all that kind of shit. There's stuff like, in that game, there's Arena, where that's just like 5v5 game mode all the time. That one's pure action, and it's actually pretty fun. I would recommend Smite as a MOBA, Mr. Weeble. Because you don't have to actually play the really long con, like, strategy-focused stuff like that. Ah. That's pretty alright. Fly, Poodaloop, fly! Roguelikes and other D&D-ish stuff. I tried streaming... Have you heard of, roguelikes. Have you heard of, Risk of Rain Pickle? That's at least somewhat of a roguelike. That's almost... I don't know if I would describe that as a roguelike, but, you know. So I can't actually win this quite yet, so let's go somewhere else. Let's go for a different avenue of progression, because I can't beat... You guys are saying, hey man, this is, why is this so easy? It's not. I can't not beat this gym. I cannot do it right now. I keep getting whooped. Sounds good, listen to my radio. What's over here? Oh, it's Ice Path. Cool. Alright. There's just a lot of shit I'm getting for free. I know Item Guy is floating around there in the background. You don't have to chime in if you don't, but any feedback you could give for the kind of shit you enjoy watching would be neat to know, but you can keep being a little lurker. I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't guts to. So here. Protein ups the attack. Who's a physical attacker? Oh, definitely Hig. And definitely Balls. But I feel like Hig needs to be hitting a bit harder. PP up. Yeet's Ancient Power has, like, none. Slay the Spire is kind of roguelike. It's like, yeah, you know Binding of Isaac? Risk of Rain is a Binding of Isaac kind of roguelike. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those kind of games. So if you wanted to, I'd recommend you looking into Risk of Rain. That's just a fun game, like, all around. Oh, I forgot. We actually have the fucking... Oh, it's a Swinub! Yo! I love Swinub! I love ice types. That's my shtick. I like them. Really, if I really got to think about it, once I'm done with Crystal Clear, my afternoon streams are going to be filled with more any kind of game, you know? It could be Slay the Spire, TF2, Smite. It could be really just kind of anything, you know? I'm gonna swap it, because back in the day, I had, NetHack is a very good roguelike, it's really obscure and hard. I've heard there's that new, like, dungeon wizard fucking game. I don't remember what its whole shtick was all about. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it's another one of those dungeon crawlery... I really don't even know what you'd describe a roguelike. I've heard that term thrown out a lot, but now that I think about it, I don't know the technical definition for what a roguelike is. I guess it's just, like, procedurally generated, or is it you just get random, like, a Binding of Isaac kind of game, or is it more of, like, a Slay the Spire kind of game? Or are we talking, like, Crypta, or are we talking, like, Enter the Gungeon, or that kind of thing? I know Enter the Gungeon's definitely a roguelike, but I don't know the actual terminology on that one. It's just, like, I can kind of guess it, but I don't know what you would describe other games that are a bit more outside of its, like, field of vision, like Slay the Spire, I guess. It's kind of roguelike. I mean, I guess. I'm not an expert on this topic, I guess. Permadeath? Oh yeah, then Risk of Rain is definitely like that. It's like baby procedurally generated. It's pretty good. It's like a 2D shooter, like a proper 2D. Like, I'm talking OG Mario, Kirby, that kind of thing. Like a top-down, like, platformer. And it's not like this, like Pokemon, but... But you know what? I have Risk of Rain. I could show you if I really wanted to. I'd have to... You know what? I may actually do that if you guys wanted to. I could just hop on... I could, like, end off this episode and hop on to do some Risk of Rain. If you wanted to see what that's all about. Because that game's pretty fucking fun. I'm not very great at it, but it's a pretty fun time. Shit. That game's actually getting a sequel, which is pretty exciting for me. I am looking forward to good old Risk of Rain 2, which is going to be like a third-person shooter kind of roguelike, which is strange to me. It's weird that they went from, like, 2D platform shooter to third-person shooter roguelike. It was weird to me. Oh, well. Hey, Zubat. Well, it's Zubitch. Hey! Alright, let's get the fuck out of this icy piece of shit. Place of shit. I'm done in here. Done with it. Done with this place. Hey, is this Zubitch? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done with you and all of your people. Another reason I'm actually bringing up a lot of what other people are interested in is because I like this whole Pokemon thing going on, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not the most interesting thing to actively watch, you know? So I'm the kind of dude who will, like, put this kind of thing up in the background and more listen to almost like a podcast, because I have two monitors. I usually just slap it on my left monitor, do some shit on my right monitor, but I'm like, this game has been the worst of all of them, where this one is very, very basic, what's going on screen. Like, super just standard stuff. I used to Paper Mario Pro Mode, I could be fucking up action commands. Each fight's like unique and difficult. Lisa, every single fight was a challenge where anything could happen. Plus with permadeath in that game. Like, even Persona 1, that game honestly was my worst playthrough ever because it was just me getting mad for... It was just me slowly building up an anger as the episodes went along to where eventually the fucking pot boiled over in the, like, final hours. I guess there's some satisfaction in that front, too, but... What was the other game I played? I played a lot of Lisa games, so that was a fun time, but... I know I played one more. I played Paper Mario Pro Mode, I played Lisa, Persona 1, Ella's Epic Battle Fantasy, that's right. That was more so I was just playing that game on the hardest difficulty. That one was definitely another one of those. The actual gameplay on screen could have been a bit better. That one was more like a podcast, where you just kind of turn that bad boy on in the background and really just enjoy the ride. Or you could interact and chat or whatever. It's a personal preference. Those are fun games, though. I think that's what bores me about roguelikes, personally, for me, Pickle, because, like, for me, I have to be doing something in a game. It's, like, unless it's a game I personally really, really enjoy, I have to be going for something. I don't usually just turn on a game and have fun. Even games that I do turn on just to have fun, I usually go for some kind of goal, even if it's self-imposed. But with stuff like roguelike, like The Binding of Isaac, that's a game where I beat it and I just stopped playing, because, like, alright, I did it, what do I do now, you know? Like, I had no fucking idea, because I beat the game, I unlocked every single item, I did almost I got almost to, like, the 1,000,000% in that game. The only ones I'm missing were picking up some of the items for the new booster packs, because I didn't care, and some of the dailies, and that was really about it, all I was missing for that game. So I effectively 100% the game, but I just kind of stopped playing at that point. Same with Slay the Spire. Once I got Slay the Spire with every card and relic unlocked and I beat all of them to Ascension 15 and I guess now Ascension 20, I just don't play that game too much anymore. I'm still working up to Ascension 20 occasionally off screen, but that's the main reason I'm still playing that game. I don't know, I feel like roguelikes have like a difficulty like sinking their teeth into me though. Isaac is a very, very fun game, and I'll definitely say that. I can definitely see how someone like Northernlion could play that for 1,000+ episodes, but that's never just been my style, you know? NetHacks. Maybe NetHack. I don't even know what NetHack is, but you may be totally right. It may be worth looking into, you know? Who really knows? I have never heard of it, that's for sure. But, maybe. If those of you who like roguelikes, go check out NetHack, I get. We got Weevil's seal of approval over here. Good for him. Oh. Well, that's a dark cave. Alright, bye. I don't know, all I can think of when I hear the name NetHack is the name .hack, and I'm like, ooh, but no, that's definitely not what you're going for. Never see if your Pokemon have been raised properly. Get out of here, you fat bastard. Yeah, roguelikes have never been my particular genre. I like them, I find them okay. I find a lot of genres just okay. My favorite have just always been RPGs. That's always been where I've been impassioned about. Hey. Oh yeah, Don't Starve is technically a roguelike, randomly generated and permadeath. So yeah, that's definitely roguelike. I've never actually gave that game a solid chance. I've played it once or twice when some friends are like, hey, you want to play Don't Starve together? I'm like, alright, sure. And then I'd usually die, or it would usually go kind of bad all around because none of us are particularly experienced in that game, then we'd just die, and we'd be just like, okay, well, that was Don't Starve, everybody. See you next time. Never went too well for me. I never really can get past that whole not dying thing. It's never starvation, really. And I'm definitely not one of the people who's exactly good at those kind of games either. Oh, no. You definitely start seeing a complete different side to me if I started playing those kind of games. Let me tell you right now. That would end in blood on everyone except for me because it's my blood going everywhere. all out of my body. I think that's really my main problem with roguelikes is, as I said, I like to be constantly having that sense of progression throughout a game, but roguelikes are all permadeath, typically. Like, that's the whole shtick with roguelikes. So for me, roguelikes are like, alright, I'm playing the game, I'm having fun, but then you die and you gotta start over. Yeah, you may unlock something, but it's usually really hard to sell me on a roguelike. Like, Slay the Spire kind of did it because it's so short, you can blaze through it. And Binding of Isaac has so much to unlock, it doesn't matter. But yeah. Don't Starve is definitely not my kind of game, though. You don't get much of anything in Don't Starve. You just kind of die and just like, alright. That's it, everybody. Other than, like, unlocking characters, but I mean, if the game itself doesn't give me any, like, further incentive, you know, that's just never been my stick. But hey, you do you, you know? Then again, I've never even gotten far enough in Don't Starve to even get to Winter. So, yeah, that's definitely quality. I'd imagine I wouldn't like other games of that similar sort, so I don't know. Alright, well, let's go fly on back. Actually, wait, no, we're fine. Never mind. I thought we were having actual problems, but no. It's like, our good old Gyarados is not even at half HP, so... Alright, you know what? I guess we're pressing on down south. Woo. Ooh. Look at that Donphan. Look at that Donphan. Oh, yeah. Who's ready for Donphan hype? Yeah... The incentive would be to finish the story, but, I honestly was interested enough in the story, I just kinda looked it up. I wasn't even intending it for it to be like a spoiler thing. I'm like, oh, there's a story to this game? And I'm just like, oh shit, I guess now I know the whole thing. Oops. Is that the whole point of playing this game? Because that's what I play, like, RPGs and, like, long linear games for. I don't play roguelikes for story, because that is a recipe for disaster. I want to play a game to either have a story or have fun. Roguelikes are for have fun, not for have story. I couldn't, I think I did actually play as the robot character once. It ended badly, because I couldn't get out of rain and I died. So, like I said, I only played Don't Starve for maybe an hour or two. So, don't expect me to really know what I'm talking about or care all that much. Like, I'm interested in the game. I like watching other people play it, but never been my personal shtick, you know? But I suppose that's just me, like I said. Anyone can have their own personal preference. It's just me. Like, I'm even subscribed to a dude on YouTube who mainly does Don't Starve content. Which is weird, but I don't know. I've always been a big fan of people talking about balance and all that kind of nonsense. And he talks about, like, how strong characters are, like tier lists, all that kind of garbage. How good they are and Don't Starve together, yada, yada, yada. But I think, of all the roguelikes that I've even come close to enjoying over all of my years, the only one that's even come close to Binding of Isaac for me is Slay the Spire, and even then, now that Slay the Spire has added, like, an Ascension 16 through 20, I've kind of grown even more disillusioned with that game. Because I've never been the kind of dude who really enjoys, like, studying, like fucking research, really analyzing every single fucking thing. Like, fucking number crunching in a goddamn deck builder game is not exactly the most fun thing for me. Ooh man, if I draft this card, I'll have 12 cards in my deck, meaning that I have a 1 in 12 chance of drawing this card. Never been my thing. I'm like, hey, that's a pretty fucking good card for my deck. I might as well grab it. Do I need that? No, I've never been the biggest fan of that card. I won't draft it. And then I'll typically die in the higher Ascensions. And I'm like, alright, I've had fun. And then I'm done with the game. I feel like Ascension 15 was perfect. And then you're just like, oh, why don't you just keep playing on Ascension 15? Well, fuck you two. I don't know why I had to be so hostile about it. That's the genuine criticism. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, Buenos Tacos 2000 for following. Welcome to the Pack Shacks. My pack is full, so I'm gonna have to throw out some detritus. heard of Hand of Fate, but not anything other than the name. And, like, that's it, you know? I do not need both poison cure berries and antidotes. I'll just hand this to someone. Here. Here you go, Hig. And here you go, drugs. Quality right there. Ice BF, sure. Here you go, Nacho. And here you go, the worst name that the viewers picked. And that should all be good and or dandy. Okay. What even is this? It's an X speed, so, wow, I kind of regret picking that up now that I think about it. Wow. Today is just the episode of I don't get to do any gyms, it's just all of my Pokemon are underleveled as sin, so we gotta fight rando-ass trainers. I read Pokemon too, will you battle with me? No. No, I won't. Preferably. Unfortunately, this is the Pokemon world and I can't say no, but we've had many conversations about the logistics of Pokemon, so yeah, that typically doesn't end well for anyone involved if you start questioning things from a real-world perspective. Okay, well, Hig is definitely not fit for this fight, so that's all fun and dandy. Get out of here. Get Dragon Beast. Alright. Come on, you son of a bitch. I'm reminded of another one. Like, I'm reminded of, what was the game called? It was something similar to Hand of Fate. It was like, reminds me of, like Frisk of Rain. You know what? I think that's actually over on Steam. Wait a sec. Wasn't Rivals of Aether. I don't even know what that... Oh, that's a fighting game, I guess. I got that game for free. Apparently I have Hand of Fate. Is this a fucking dungeon crawler? I don't like dungeon crawlers. What is the name of this game I'm thinking of? This is gonna drive me crazy and I need to figure it out. Because I had it, and now I don't have it, and because I deleted it. But I will find it. Where is it? It's like a dungeon crawler kind of game. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It was like a pseudo, like, online kind of game. It was... I know my brother had it. I don't know if it's going to be down here. But actually, yes, it would be down here, now that I think about it. This is in my friend's games. These aren't mine anymore. Not Elder Scrolls. Yada is in the F's. No. I will find this. This is going to drive me up the fucking wall here in a second. If I cannot find this thing. Ooh, Phantom Break. Yo. Phantom Break's a good game. I am not going to be able to find it, am I? Oh, no. Oh, no. I could have swore it was like an A named game, but it's not there. It was similar to what we've been talking about, but considering the fact that I can't find it, that's just gonna drive me the fucking wall. But it's a game I played and I fucking hate it. But yeah. It's like, reminds you like Exile, Risk of Rain, or something. It was like a 3-word game. Oh my god, it's right on the tip of my fucking tongue. The way I always describe the game, it has the same level up system as Final Fantasy X. It has like the big ass sphere grid. But, I don't know. This is definitely not what I want to be doing for 10 minutes. So let's move on with my life so I'll stop talking about stupid nonsense that no one cares about, because you don't even know what I'm thinking about. That's the worst part about this. I'm like, if only you knew what I was thinking. I'm just like, it's not even an important thing either. Crystal Story? No, that's not even... I don't even know what that is. It's like a... Yeah, it's a 3-word named game. So, like, Crystal Story 2 wouldn't be it because that's a 2-word game. It's like Risk of Rain. I don't remember. It's that kind of situation where your brain... Because this is why this happens to you, is when you have something on the tip of your tongue, it's your brain trying to fill in the blanks. However, your brain, how it likes to think is it likes to take shortcuts to make it so you can think about things faster. However, your brain will sometimes take the wrong shortcut, and each time you try thinking about it, it's like, oh, I know this, I can take a shortcut to get there. And each of these shortcuts is all wrong, so it's why you know it's on the tip of your tongue, but your brain, every time you try to think about it, it's going to take a wrong shortcut. So when you get it off your mind, your brain will stop taking shortcuts, which I know this is very, definitely a layman's term for this whole thing, but fucking, once you get your mind off of it, your brain resets. And so you'll just think about it, you're later like, oh yeah, that's what it was. But later on, now that your brain has stopped thinking about it, so it'll casually slow down and actually process the information once you think. Yeah, your thoughts literally get lost in your brain. That is exactly what's going on. Definitely some layman's terminology, and it's definitely an oversimplified explanation, but it is effectively what's going on in your brain. Here's your random bit of trivia of your own brain that I'm delivering for today. Very strange situation to be doing it. Just gonna try and fuck them all. I've got to fucking find this. Give me one last time. I need this. Act the Fall, no. Choice Chamber. I know Choice Chamber is actually another one of those, you guys get to chime in. Grey Ninja actually showed me. Yeah, Grey Ninja here actually gave me this game. And this is one of the games that you were talking about of, it's one of those kind of games where the chat can chime in. Like, Slay the Spire has that too. Or if I played Slay the Spire, you guys can pick the cards that I get because I've enabled Twitch. Not Don't Starve, that's a 3-name one, but that's not it. Kind of Auto, Kind of Fate. A lot of these games, I'm like, when the fuck did I get this? This is another one of those games Ninja gave me that I don't even know what the fuck this is. It just gave it to me, and I'm just like, oh no. Was it? It wasn't Rivals of Aether. I thought about that again. It's not it. It's not Secrets of Grindia. I don't even know why I have this installed. Oh yeah, a friend asked me to play it once, and then I never did. Well, that's shows you how long that went well. We're fucking putting the whole goddamn stream on hold until I find this. It's important to me. Aiken. I don't know why I'm so fucking, impassioned about this. Because it's a game my brother loves. He loves this game. He plays it all the fucking time. For Dead, Light, yada, Metroid Light, no. I don't know if we even have it anymore. I think it was a fucking free game, so it doesn't typically appear in your library when you don't have it installed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it's fucking gone. It's just not there. We have these fucking mental, God, my brain's having a fucking conniption fit. The fact that I cannot think about this. I'm going into overdrive right now. Stardew Valley, amazing game. Fucking outstanding game. I love it. I've been kind of waiting for that to come out on console, however, because my brother wants to play it with me, which is why I'm not playing it. But, oh yeah, that game is a solid 10 out of 10. That's one of the games I actually did stream way back in the day when the multiplayer was just introduced. Me, Grey Ninja, Mythund, and a dude named Grim, who were actually my first 4 active, watchers on top of a dude named Antorian, which all of them have disappeared off the face of the earth because of various reasons. But those dudes we all played back when it was still a super buggy mess, and we actually posted shit on forums and had video footage of the game just taking the shit all over itself because you kept breaking it. It was a fun time back in those days. Let's actually end this off with a fucking gym, shall we? I can't go that way. Wait a minute. How do I get to this gym leader? Wait a minute. So, wait, sir, wait. I'll find my way to you. Just wait. I want to go this way. That's alright. Wait, just a sec, sir. I will find my way to you. You know, I'm generally a lot better at these puzzles if I actually take a step back and think about what I'm doing for once in my life. I'm just not going to do that. I slide down. That won't get me anything. Wait. Maybe? No. Oh, wait, yes, I'm right here. What the fuck am I doing? Hi. Pokemon have many experiences in their lives, just like we do. I, too, have seen and suffered much in my life. Since I'm your elder, let me show you what I mean. I have been with Pokemon since before you were born. I do not lose easily. I, Price, the Winter Trainer, shall demonstrate my power. Alright, you know, I kind of want to actually go beat the gym. Not a gym. The Dragon Gym Leader first. Because after how hard she whooped me, I don't want to even give her a second of a chance to just get any stronger. Because that sounds horrible to me. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to just slap this dude around and then let him kill me so I can go fight her without actually having to get this badge. Because once I get this badge, she's just going to get even more ridiculous. Plus, I got some bad type matchups. If only I had kicks lying around, that would really help, but I don't. Which really sucks, because I don't know where to get a Hitmonlee. And this dude has, like, no Pokemon, so... Yeah, Stardew Valley is another one of those games I definitely really want to stream. That's one of the kind of games I don't think I could really upload onto YouTube. Maybe I could. That would definitely be like an afternoon stream kind of game once we're done with Crystal Clear. Like, the main project would be in the morning, and then afternoon, like, hey, let's do another, like, Stardew Valley stream, you know? The only reason I'm not doing that is because I don't hang out with my brother very often, because he's 7 years older than me, so we have that, like, age discrepancy, plus both of us spend most of our time on the fucking internet. So we don't play too many actual games with each other, and that's one of the few ones we both are very impassioned about, because me and him have completely different styles of games we enjoy, so kind of am saving that game to hang out with him with, so that's the main reason I'm not going through that avenue of progression. But I wish. I so very much so wish I could do Stardew. But that one is not being played for a personal matter. As a matter of pride at this point. Family comes first! I'm gonna have to beat this fucking gym. Now all the trainers are gonna get stronger, so I'm gonna have to grind more to beat the stupid dragon trainer. Oh, no. Oh, dearie, dearie me. This is gonna end badly for everyone involved. Oh, boy. Leader Price. I know you will overcome all of life's obstacles. You're worthy of this badge. Gadoosh. Received the Glacier Badge. We have about 13 minutes left. And this is a gift from me. TM16. Ooh. That TM contains Icy Wind. Inflicts damage and lowers speed. Demonstrates the harshness of winter. Joke's on you, nerd. I already have an Ice type move. Oh, we're still having... Oh, okay. Well... Oh, yeah, that's right. Hello! This is the official Pokemon League office. Congratulations on completing another gym challenge. We've updated your account to reflect your new badge. You currently have 6 badges. Congratulations! Collecting up to 6 badges earns you a powerful trainer classification. This is recognized at the TM shop in any department store. Trainer tip, Elex Forest is a sacred place. Please show your respect at the shrine. That's telling me about Celebi, okay. Glad I caught wind of that before then, because we already have that. Still, anyone who has any formal complaints about this name, scream at Pickle. Because I already know there's going to be some fucking formal complaints, all coming from me, but what was I going to do? There's something I was... Oh, yeah, that's right. Where is... Aha! There's new TMs to get. Oh, yes. Does anyone know where to get the coin case? Because I still need that, and it's at the point where I don't want to look it up, but I want the coin case because I think they've changed the game corner, and it has new stuff. But for right now, we're just gonna sell some shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no fucking idea where we get the coin case. That's always been one of the things I'm like, dude, coin case is one of the things that, like, you'd assume would be easy to get. Like, it would be right next to or sold in the game corner. Why does the place that uses coins not sell a coin case? I guess I should actually go talk around. That would probably also, like, solve this problem, but, you know. It sells for nothing. Okay. Sell that. There we go. I guess so, in the last 11 minutes, let's go dick around with some TMs and go talk around and ask to see if I can find myself a coin case, because even if I can't find it, you know, we'll get some kind of a lead, I would assume. 6 badges are here. The TMs you may choose from. It's weird that they restrict TMs to stronger trainers, which means weak trainers have weaker TMs, meaning it's harder to get stronger. Wouldn't you counteractively give weak trainers at least a chance to get stronger, and then give the more technically advanced moves like Swagger to the better trainers because they have more capability of using them, rather than giving weak trainers technically difficult and fundamentally weaker moves so they have a hard time getting stronger? I feel like this whole corporation thing they have going on for helping trainers get stronger is instead meant to stamp out the weak and make the strong stronger. This is a fucking horrible idea. Give me that toxic. Oh, yeah. Icy Wind, Giga Drain. Ooh, Iron Tail, Dragon Breath. We already have that. Shadow Ball, we already got that laying around. Mud Slap, Attract, Fury Cutter. Actually, I think all these are like gym TMs, because we already have fucking Fury Cutter, and that shit's just garbage. Don't use Fury Cutter, everybody. Well, we got ourselves a Toxic, so we have another one of those alternative methods of progression. Can Celebi learn Toxic? Like most Pokemon in the game can learn Toxic, so please let me give this to Celebi. Thank you. Come on. Finally, Celebi has something actually good to be done in combat. Get rid of this fucking Safeguard. Future Sight's more of like a neat utility move, but at least it's something other than Ancient Power. That has 6 PP, only because I gave it a PP up. Celebi has been useless in combat for a while. Luckily, it started at level 30, so I didn't have to grind it up with its 5 PP Ancient Power, and then use Future Sight spam. Like a playground. Goldenrod's it. This dude gave me a TM. This dude sells TMs. Oh, this one's big town. I don't know where anything is. Give me a fucking... Oh, shit. Ooh, free loot. Free samples! Poke! Hi, I'm Bill. Oh, it's Bill. Banana, nice to meet you. If you'd like to do me a favor, take that Eevee on the table there. I don't have the dime to care for it, I'm afraid. You seem like a pretty responsible trainer. If so, I would get a fucking Jolteon just like that. Because Jolteon's my favorite fucking Pokemon. #1, baby. Oh, yeah. Jolteon for days. Hello. Husband was once known as a Pokemaniac, Bill, taken after his father. Psychic Nuke is called. I don't know what the fuck you're going on about there, Pickle, but you have fun with that, crazy person. Underground entrance. There's a fucking gnat in my room. I will kick your ass, you son of a bitch. It's gone. I made a failed attempt. I had a dream, and that dream was that gnat stop living, but that failed. That failed straight out the gate. Saved up enough for Lucky Egg, and I want to go to the challenge with Goldenrod Gym. My Pokemon will have yes, I'd very much like some Lucky Eggs to give to all my Pokemon. Thank you very much. Couldn't win at the slots, and I blew it on card flip, and I got so furious I tossed out my coin case in the underground. I threw out my coin case. I threw out my coin case in the underground, guys. Guys, it's the underground. I have a hard time actually like sitting up that far to reach my mic because back problems. And down we go! Woo! Oh shit, there are trainers down here. What the fuck? Yeah, the Psychic type super move and type Gen 2 is just Psychic. I could have told you that, but I didn't know what you're going for fucking like Psychic type Nuke. Yeah, Psychic is the best Psychic move. It's weird to think about that, but yeah, that's how that works. Grimer's another one of my favorite Pokemon. Honestly, Pokemon come in 3 flavors. Really like, and don't like. And don't like is a very, very rare subsequent. One of them is Pikachu. Fuck Pikachu. Most of them fit in the other pretty good, and then there's the, like, I really like this Pokemon. That's not like a specific or anything. Like, Jolteon's in here despite being my favorite. Grimer and Muck are in here despite not even being in my top 10. I don't even have a top 10. I just have Jolteon's my favorite, and then I like a shit ton of Pokemon. I can't pick favorites other than Jolteon because it's the classic. It was my first. Psychic has always been a ridiculously strong move. There's other moves like Psycho Cut, But usually it's just, Psychic's never really a bad move. I think there may be some in later gens, but I don't know as much about the Gen 5 and beyond. You'd be better asking Weevil for that kind of stuff. Plus, you can also just fucking Google it, Pickle. You little shit. Yeah, I'm with Weevil on this one. I have no fucking idea. That son of a bitch. I thought I just, like, grabbed it out of there. Just, nah. No, I missed. It, like, bumped into my knuckle. I only have 5 minutes left. Let's go. Come on. Stop having me fight fucking trainers. I want this coin case to give us something to do in the next episode, which is extensive gambling. Like, all the time. A lot of it. Like an unhealthy, like actually, like, please call for help amount of gambling. I am definitely ready to piss all of my money. I'm ready to lose $10,000 up front, baby. Don't worry, we'll win it back. Don't worry. We'll get it. Just you wait. Just give me like one more spin of the wheel, baby. Got it all back. This dude's putting like one coin in at a time. He's gonna win it all back in one spin. This is the dude who goes to like the what's that actually called? Is that... I actually am forgetting the name of it. It's the table where, like, the marble spins around and it falls into a slot. Like, red 32! That one. And then you, like, bet, like, red or columns or specific numbers. I'm forgetting the name of it. That's another one of the ones I'm like, how have I forgotten this? That whenever I do gambling in games, that's always the one you do. Because you can save scum that shit really fucking hard. Why am I leaving? I was gonna heal. So I need to heal. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Alright. I keep wanting to... Slot machines for people who've given up on existence? Yeah. Slot machines or... I keep wanting to say billiards or pool. That's not what that one gambling, like, machine's called, but, you know. It's not the slots. It's not cards. I don't remember what it's called. I keep wanting to say billiards and pool. I'm having another one of those that's on the tip of my fucking tongue moments. Path of Exile. That was the game I was thinking of earlier. There, I knew it was coming. I knew it was fucking coming. I was just waiting, and that's why I stopped thinking about it. Path of Exile. That is like that's like a Diablo clone kind of game. It has nothing to do with what we were talking about. I just remembered it. And I just wanted to bring it up saying that's another one of those. I'm not a big fan of like online games like that. Like I'm not like a big fan of like the World of Warcraft kind of games. Usually, depending on how like fun the gameplay actually is, and Path of Exile was one of them. Fucking right. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I think we're gonna like end this like once I pick up this item. Alright, I guess that's where we'll end it for today, because that's actually, we only have like 2 minutes left. Yeah, 100% dungeon crawler, but it's also like an online Diablo clone. I've not been a big fan of it. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and peace.